In this video, why do I keep saying in this video? You already read the title. Today, we're going to put all the flags in Oceania on a tier list. Done it before, you'll know how it works, but in case you don't, here's the different tiers. S tier is excellent, A tier is good, B tier is decent, C and D tier is boring and very boring, meaning the flags don't necessarily look bad, they're just kind of uncreative. And F tier is actually ugly. So, enough said, let's go. Now, there is a couple more than actually what is in Oceania, like, usually you would consider 14 countries to be in Oceania. Here, we have a couple of countries that aren't countries. And we also have a couple of countries traditionally considered part of Asia, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna put them all on anyway. And we're gonna start off with the big boy, Australia. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Australia has a goated flag. It looks really good. No more thing to say. Or actually, maybe, I don't know if it's really worth putting it in S tier. Like, it's a cool flag, but is it really best in the world? I don't, like, it's a good flag, but I don't think it quite deserves S tier. Like, that's for the outstanding ones. But it's a high A tier for sure. And then we have New Zealand, which is basically the same, just with slightly different stars. However, I almost think the red stars look better. But I'm still going to put it slightly below, and that's because Australia has the little star underneath the Union Jack and a little one over here as well. While the New Zealand flag is a bit more basic, but they both look more or less the same. And then the final Union Jack, this isn't technically a country, but this is the Cook Islands. It's on here for some reason. And I think the Cook Island is also up here in A tier. I really love the oceanic flags. That's just a Union Jack and then a different star symbol. I don't really know why, but I think they look really good. I don't think they should be in just the decent category. But I don't think it looks as good as the two others. I think it's the lowest of the three. Then we have Fiji, another Union Jack, and I actually think Fiji looks almost better than the rest. I mean, I like the bright color and the sigil on the side a bit more than I like just the stars, because this is more creative. I'm gonna put this one on the top of A tier. I feel like maybe there should be another category here between decent and good. Like, maybe there should be I don't know. But anyways, it's here anyway. And we have Micronesia. I'm gonna put this one in the decent or upper C. I'll put it in decent category for now. Micronesia, you know, it's nothing wrong with it, but it's not the most exciting thing. 4 stars on a blue canvas. A little bit plain, but it's not just 3 different colors. It's not just a tricolor, so it is something creative done here. Indonesia, boring, very boring. It's literally just 2 colors, and that's it. Do I need to say more? It doesn't look ugly though, so it shouldn't be in the ugly category, but it's definitely a very boring flag design. And we have Kiribati. Kiribati, I hope I pronounce it somewhat correctly. At least I've heard that the TI makes an S sound for some reason. I'm going to stand with that. I think Kiribati has a very goated design. I'm actually going to put it in S tier. It is very creative, but it still looks really cool. Maybe it looks a little bit too much like a drawing, but I still think it's cool with the waves and the sun and the bird. Like, it looks really cool. And we have the Marshall Islands. I think this is a solid S tier. No, sorry, solid A tier. I'm not sure exactly where though. I think I might like Fiji a little bit more. Actually, I think I might put it on the bottom. I don't really know. I feel like most of these, I feel like the 3 Union Jacks really are the same. Like, they look very similar. But I do think the Marshall Island flag looks pretty cool. I like the sort of, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the sun, but you have kind of a sun thing and then the stripes here. Looks pretty cool. It looks, I don't know, it looks almost like something you would see on the side of like a ship. It's fitting, because it's an island nation. Then we have Nauru now. Nauru, I think, I have no clue if I've actually pronounced them all that great, by the way. I literally made a video a while ago mocking an American for pronouncing names badly, and I'm probably pronouncing them equally as bad myself. But I think Nauru is like top B tier. Like, it's a decent flag, but I'm missing a little bit here. Like, it's mostly blue with just a line and a little thing. But it's definitely, I think it's more creative than just 4 stars, though. And then we have this, which I'm not going to be able to pronounce Niue correctly. Niue. I don't know. Weird spelling. 3 vowels after each other, and I'm lost. But I think the flag looks pretty cool. I actually really like the yellow. I think I like Fiji a little bit more. I could have done with some symbol here to make the yellow just a little more interesting to look at, but I definitely like the flag design. I like the Union Jack with the extra stars, and yellow is just a less traditional color. At least in Oceania, as you've probably seen, it's usually just used in small amounts, so it sticks out a lot, and I like that. PNG, Papua New Guinea. I think it's a goated flag. I actually really like the Papua New Guinea flag. Papua New Guinea. The Southern Cross, the black and red, and the Bird of Paradise, I think is a great flag. I think it looks really solid. Although I'm not quite sure. I might put it below the Kiribati flag, because I think it looks a little better, but both of these are more or less equal to me. And then we have Palau. Now, unfortunately, sorry, but this one falls in the ugly category. I don't think... Sometimes, I think it's difficult to balance out the yellow and the blue. I think they can kind of look ugly together. I think they look good in some instances, like Sweden. But here, where it's literally just a yellow circle on a blue canvas, I don't think it looks that good. I also don't like that it's not centered. I know it supposedly has something to do with the blowing in the wind. I think Bangladesh has the same thing, where if it blows in the wind, it'll look central, but I don't care. When you look at it like this, it's uneven. It looks like they just didn't have, like, an alignment tool, so they just kind of eyeballed it. I don't think it looks that good. Solomon Islands. Solomon Islands, the flag is kind of cut off. I think it's actually 5 stars over here. I think it's, like, above Marshall Islands. Decent design, you know, it's nothing... I think it looks good. It looks really good. But, I'll put it here. It's a lot of A. Maybe some of these should move into the B category. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I think I might do this. Or at least with the Marshall Island flag. Like, reconsider, you know, it's cool, but it's maybe not good cool. East Timor is also cut off a little bit. But I think East Timor deserves to be at least B, if not here. I actually really like the East Timor flag. Looks pretty good. It reminds me a bit of the Incredibles in the color scheme. Might actually put it above Solomon Islands. Yeah, I'll do that. Fair enough. Tonga. I'll put Tonga in the boring category simply because it's essentially the Swiss flag, but with extra red on it. And it's nothing too exciting going on. It's very basic. It's mostly red with just a little bit of white and then more red. So it's nothing too exciting, but I do think still it is more to look at than, say, Indonesia. And then the same kind of goes with the Solomon Islands, but they actually have the Southern Cross on there, so I'll put it in the low B, because it looks kind of cool, but it's still mostly just one color, which isn't the most exciting thing. And then we have another Union Jack, essentially the other basically Fiji, but with a bunch of extra stars. I think I'll put this one somewhere. Oh, there's so many. I like the Union Jack flags, but do they really deserve to be all in A? I don't know. But sure, why not? I do like the flags quite a lot, so I'll just leave them here. And then we have Vanuatu. I think I like it more than Australia. I think the brighter blue is just something I like better. But I think these two are better still. And then finally, we have Vanuatu. And I actually think Vanuatu deserves S as well. I think the colors here are really good. I love the yellow triangle kind of line with the black outlining. I like the little shell thing they got going on. And the red and green, I think it looks really catchy. Is it more catchy? I think it actually might be my favorite. I actually really like that flag. It's really hard to rank them because they all look good, but I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, a very interesting listing maybe. I haven't actually watched any tier lists, so I haven't about flags, so I don't know how others usually look. But mine looks like this, more or less. I feel like maybe the Australia, New Zealand, Cook Island could move down in the B category, or something like that. Maybe there's a bit too much up here on the top. But I think overall, they have pretty good flags. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it's very difficult because I like a lot of flags for different reasons. But yeah, there's the listing. Let me know which continent you want to see next. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.